Welcome to Too Fond of Books. My name is Janelle and this is another tag video. There have been some really great tags going around and I don't remember if I was tagged specifically in this one or not, but it was a really fun tag that I wanted to get involved in. And so this is the 50 rapid fire book questions tag. This was originally created by Book Me Up Scotty. And let's just get right into this. This is called rapid fire, so I am going to try and not blather on too much about these questions. So let's get into it. Hardback or paperback? Paperback. Dust jacket on or off? Usually on, because I usually only read hardcovers that are from the library and you can't take the library ones off. Secondhand or new copies? Secondhand, definitely. Audiobooks or nah. I don't tend to listen to audiobooks. I don't spend enough time in the car. Do you cover by? Not usually. What's a good book with a bad cover? And for that, I had to go with this one. This is Peril at End House by Agatha Christie. This cover is terrifying to me, but this is a fantastic book. So good book, bad cover. Definitely. Bad book, good cover. And for that, I'm going with Death Cap by June Thompson. This wasn't a bad book. It just wasn't my favorite, and it was a bit dated. It's a mystery about a police inspector from the 70s, I think, and so it was just a little bit dated, but I think that that's a great cover. I love this silhouette of the umbrella and the top hat. I just think that's great. All right, first book you ever read? I have absolutely no idea. I can't remember. Last book you finished? Karen Slaughter's The Silent Wife. 5 stars. This was amazing. It was so good. Last series you finished. Does The Lord of the Rings count? Because there's 3 books, but they're technically volumes in one book. So I'm going to say Anne Perry's World War I series. I read those this year. I finished that this year. There's 5 books in the series. They're about a family over the course of the First World War, and they were really very good. Last book you bought. I'm going to go with this one. I got this at a thrift store for about 80 cents. This is Shakespearean Detectives, edited by Mike Ashley. Murders and mysteries based on Shakespeare's life and plays. Yes, please. I think I'm going to read this in September along with ShakeTube 2020 and Shakespeare's plays. I think that might be really fun. What's your favorite genre? Historical mystery, hands down. What's your favorite book in that genre? That is really hard for me to say my absolute favorite of anything, but one of my favorite series definitely in the historical mystery genre is What Angels Fear by C.S. Harris. Although I have to say, I think I got that book out for a different question. I'm going to go with Ian Pear's An Instance of the Finger Post. This is a historical mystery set in Oxford during the Restoration time period, and it is a phenomenal book. Very well crafted, very interesting characters. He uses the structure of 4 narrators and it is absolutely brilliant. What genre do you never reach for? Westerns? Yeah, I don't read Westerns. Do you read poetry? Not really. Popular science? No. Middle grade? No. And can I say that whoever originally created this chose 3 things to focus on here, and I find the 3 choices very interesting. Anyways, question number 18. Do you have book box subscriptions? No. 19. What's your favorite bookish item? I have a number of bookish items, but my favorite has to be this Jane Austen penguin cover mug I got when my husband and I went on a trip to England. So I think that's my favorite. 20. What's your current bookmark? And I'm going to have to go with this. This is a bookmark that my friend brought back for me as a gift from when she was in Kazakhstan. She was in Kazakhstan visiting her sister and her sister's family, and she brought me back this gorgeous bookmark. Isn't that beautiful? 21. What's the strangest object you've used as a bookmark? Unfortunately, I don't really use strange objects as bookmarks. I tend to use bookmarks as bookmarks. So I don't have an interesting answer for that question. Book jackets or nah? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. 22. Who's your fictional boyfriend? I don't have a fictional boyfriend. I have a real life husband. 24. Favorite book couple? I don't know. I'm gonna say Anne Elliot and Captain Wentworth from Jane Austen's Persuasion. Favorite book villain? That's tricky, but I might have to go with Count Fosco from The Woman in White by Wilkie Collins. He is definitely a villain. Favorite book adventure? Number 26. I might have to say The Scarlet Pimpernel by the Baroness Orsi. That is definitely an adventure book, and I love it so much. 27. Series, trilogies, or standalones? I don't know. I don't tend to read a lot of trilogies. I read a lot of series, but I also read a lot of standalones, so it might have to be a tie. 28. Mixed media books or paragraphs? Paragraphs. What's your favorite book adaptation? Again, I have a hard time with favorites, but I love the 1995 Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, and I also love the Elizabeth Gaskell adaptations, especially North and South. That is a really good adaptation. I love it a lot. 30. Film adaptations or TV adaptations? I think TV, because they tend to be miniseries and you get more of the story. 31. What book needs an adaptation? I think I'm going to go with the Kinsey Millhone books by Sue Grafton. I think that it would be really fun, especially if it was a TV adaptation, to see Kinsey Millhone, 1980s private investigator, right? Those would be great. 32. Favorite book world? I don't tend to read a lot of fantasies, and that's where you get different worlds, isn't it? I mean, otherwise it's just kind of our world. So, I don't know. Although I just read The Lord of the Rings again this year, and that is a book world that I love. So maybe I'll say that. 33. Favorite writing style? I'm not entirely sure what is meant here, but I like third person, I like first person. I tend to like faster paced books rather than a slower pace. I'm okay with dual timelines. I guess I don't have a favorite writing style. I'm definitely plot over character, though, I will say that. 34. What's a book you love that people don't know about? Probably an instance of The Finger Post by Ian Pears. This was published, I think, in 1998. What's a popular book that you hated? Hated is a strong term, but a popular book that I didn't like was A Gentleman in Moscow. I gave it 2 stars by Amor Towles. I didn't like the difference in pacing. Like, The first half of the book was really slow and I almost gave up on it. And then suddenly, halfway through, the pace picked up and I don't really know why. And then there was also some weird stuff with the point of view that and the narration that I didn't understand why he did that. So yeah, that's my answer. Favorite childhood reads, I read a lot as a child, but I think I might say here Nancy Drew. What's a book that changed your life? Books don't really change my life. I think though maybe the first historical mystery that I read, knowing that that was a genre and that I could read more like that, maybe I'll say that. What book did you hate at school? I had to think about this because school was a very long time ago for me. But I had to read Madame Bovary and I did not like that at all. Also, Tess of the D'Urbervilles. Okay, do you buy to collect? Like if you mean collect as in first editions or something, no. But I do buy because I'm collecting, I'm collecting series or I'm collecting all of the books by a particular author. So in that sense, I buy to collect. Do you donate books? Oh yeah, definitely, all the time. What's your favorite reading snack? I guess it depends, but I love chocolate, so I think I'll have to say chocolate. What's your favorite reading position? I have a chair in the living room that I love to read in, and I'll pull my legs up under me and get comfy in that chair. Natural light or lamp light? Both, because I read at all times, day or night, so I sometimes need both. Outside or inside? Inside. Breaking the cover or keeping it smooth? I tend to read, if they're my own books, they're quite often used books, so the spine's already broken. Do you read in other languages? Unfortunately, no, I don't. What book series do you want to finish this year? I don't actually have a series that I want to finish this year. I've got a lot of series on the go, but none of them that I can think of off the top of my head that are completed, that I have yet to read. What book release are you most excited about right now? I don't tend to know what the book releases are. I only know if there's a new book out, say by a favorite author or in a favorite series, when I find it out at the library. So I don't know. Do you have a favorite book influencer? There are a lot of people on BookTube that I really enjoy watching. Lindsay from Lindsay's Little Library, I really enjoy her. I tend to get a lot of book recommendations from her. I really like Berna's channel from Berna's Bookish Adventures, and I get a lot of recommendations from her, and I just really like watching her videos. Oh my goodness, there's so many. Jane Catherine on books, I get lots of recommendations from her as well. There's just so many, and I don't want to kind of really get into it, otherwise I feel like I'll forget somebody, so I do have a lot. Do you have a channel, blog, or social media feed? Yes, I have a channel. It's this one, Too Fond of Books. So that was my 50 rapid fire book questions tag. And that was really fun. 50 questions, that's a lot. And yeah, so let me see. Is there a question here that I'd love to hear the answer from you? How about, do you have a favorite bookish item? So if you don't have a channel and you're not going to do this video, then I'd love to hear about it in the comment section down below. Do you have a favorite bookish item? And I'll see you for another video soon. Bye!